I did my PowerPoint on Emerging Business Ethics Issues by Rayanne Castile. Recognizing an ethical issue. An ethical issue in business is a situation involving a group, a problem, or even an opportunity that requires thought, discussion, or investigation before a decision can be made. Foundational values for identifying ethical issues. You have integrity, honesty, and fairness. Integrity is one of the most important and oft-cited elements of virtue and refers to being whole, sound, and in an unimpaired condition. In an organization, integrity means uncompromising adherence to a set or group of values. Honesty is always being truthful and trustworthy. To be honest is to the truth. To be honest is to the truth to the best of your knowledge, without hiding anything. Fairness, the quality of being just, equitable, and impartial. Fairness clearly overlaps with the concepts of justice, equity, and equality. Ethical issues and dilemmas in business. You have 14 main issues that I'm going to go and discuss further in detail, but I have them listed on the right hand side. You have misuse of company time and resources. This could be time theft. It can be difficult to measure it, but it is estimated to cost companies hundreds of billions of dollars annually. Whether it be people coming in late arrivals, leaving early, long lunch breaks, inappropriate sick days, excessive socializing, and engaging in personal activities. Personal activities is texting, making calls while on the clock, getting on social media, and checking personal uses. Time theft. Abusive or intimidating behavior. These are threats can be many ways, such as physical threats, false accusations, being annoying, profanity, insults, yelling, harassment, ignoring someone, and unreasonableness. Lying. Distorting the truth. 3 types of lying. Those are joking without malice. The other 2 are lying by commission and lying by omission. Lying by commission can involve complex forms, procedures, contracts, words that are spelled the same but have different meanings. Omission lying is intentionally not informing others of any differences, problems, safety warnings, or negative issues related to the product or company that significantly affect awareness, intentions, or behavior. Conflicts of interest. These exist when an individual must choose whether to advance his or her own interests, those of the organization, or those of some other group. To avoid conflict of interest, employees must be able to separate their private interests from their business dealings. And I added a picture of them struggling back and forth to kind of represent what I just said about the private interests from their business dealings. Learn how to separate the two. Bribery. Bribery goes on in a lot of businesses, and a lot of people aren't even in knowledge of it. This is the practice of offering something in order to gain an illicit advantage from someone in authority. Most of the time, it is money, but it can also be gifts, entertainment, and travel. It can be used as bribes. Bribery can be defined as an unlawful act. Active bribery is a person who promises or gives the bribe and commits the offense. Passive bribery, the offense committed by the official who receives the bribe. And then you have the small facilitation payments made by to obtain or retain business or other improper advantages. They do not constitute bribery payments for U.S. companies in some situations. You have corporate intelligence. This is the collection and analysis of information on markets, technologies, customers, and competitors, as well as on socioeconomic and external political trends. You have discrimination. Discrimination goes on every day. It is based on race, color, religion, sex, marital status, sexual orientation, public assistance status, disability, age, national origin, or veteran status is legal in the United States. And it should not go on. It's just wrong. Sexual harassment. It can come in forms that a lot of people aren't even aware of. It can be verbal, it can be visual, it can be written, it can be physical. It can be defined as any repeated unwanted behavior of a sexual nature perpetrated upon one individual by another. Sexual harassment can occur between two different genders or two of the same genders. Sexual harassment includes unwanted sexual approaches and/or repeated unpleasant, degrading, or sexist remarks directed toward an employee with the implied suggestion that the target's employment status, promotion, or favorable treatment depend on a positive response and/or cooperation. Fraud. You have accounting fraud, marketing fraud, puffery, implied falsity, literally false, and labeling issues. With these, the accounting fraud usually involves a corporation financial report. You have marketing fraud. This is the process of dishonesty, creating, distributing, promoting, and pricing products. Then you have puffery. It can be defined as exaggerated advertising, blustering, and boasting upon which no reasonable buyer would rely upon and is not actionable under the Lanham Act. Implied falsity means the message has a tendency to mislead, confuse, or deceive the public. Literally false can be divided into two subcategories. Test proof, when the advertisement cites a study or test that establishes the claim, and bald assertions, when the advertisement makes a claim that cannot be substantiated. Then you have labeling issues. They are even muckier. Then we move on to consumer fraud. It is when consumers attempt to deceive businesses for their own gain. Consumer fraud involves intentional deception to derive an unfair economic advantage by an individual or group over an organization. Inside trading. There are two types of inside trading, legal and illegal. Illegal is the buying or selling of stocks by insiders who possess information that is not yet public. Legal is trading involves legally buying and selling stock in an insider's own company. It is most of the time done in a very secretive manner. Then we have intellectual property rights. These involve the legal protection of intellectual property such as music, books, and movies. I use my textbook. I also use Bing for my picks. I thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new, something helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it.